Today we are changing the stock airbox for the AFE closed-in filter. The stock airbox, which I have modified slightly and have sealed off this intake area here on the scoop. This we're not changing. This will be the same. Now I bought it used because I buy these things for these videos. I don't get them for free. So if you do use my link with ECS Tuning or the other affiliate links for the intake, it really would be very much appreciated. It would support the channel because I do pay for these things out of my pocket. So we used to have the ECS Tuning intake that was good in the winter. Summer it was terrible because it was just a lot of heat soak, and I really felt from the butt of my seat that the power was down. But when I switched to this one, I immediately felt that the power was a little bit down even more. So you were still keeping the heat out, and then so I did try to modify this airbox a little bit by putting some holes at the bottom to give it some more induction sound now, and to help bring in some more cool air at the bottom, all the way through the bottom here. A lot of extra cool air. And this one should just pop up. It doesn't have any screws, so this one just kind of pops up like this, and you're in. So this is what I did. I put 2 screws in at the bottom to hold this flap from opening, so that it doesn't put air, or it doesn't suck in hot air from the engine bay. It just goes straight cool air from the front here, because it only gets the air from the front right side here. It goes in through here and then has to flow down into here, into the intake. Alright, 2T25s. This whole thing just kind of comes off here. Be careful, those are special ones. It separates the mass airflow sensor from the intake box, and then you can just pry the intake box up on its own. It doesn't have any secondary air connected to it. And the whole box comes out as one unit. So at the very deep right corner where it would bring cool air in, it has these drilled out holes that I drilled in to help bring in some more cool air at the bottom, all the way through the bottom here. A lot of extra cool air. Oh yeah, they come out. Okay, not bad. All right, we're in. Cool. All right. So apparently I have to take this off of here. Put it onto here. How's that supposed to work? How would that work? Anyway, this has to come off of here anyway, so we're going to take this off here. Alright, safe, safe, safe. Don't move. do the other one yet. Let's put the box in. Bad. Don't mind that this is red. I use the K&N air filter refresh pack to clean it and spray it, so that's why it's red. Their filter cleaner has a tint of red to it. Alright, look at that, beautiful. And these screws will go back, I assume. Alright, so actually I just kind of pushed this in and then they went in, so that seems to be no problem. This went on once I had it separated. You have to line up this little flat side. This is round all the way around. The flat side's here, that goes with the sensor. Then you can use the original screws to tighten it down. This goes into there, and then this goes into here. So I have two of these. One of these got to be big enough for that, and it's this one. I'm going to have to loosen that quite a bit. I am excited to have a little bit more power back in the okay, and this reaches like that. It has to go like that. That's basically how it's gonna go. So now we're just gonna seal this up here. Okay, seal here. Please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Follow me. Please don't go. Okay, and this goes here. We're almost done. We got this connected, this connected, this connected, this connected, this connected, these two connected. This is in place. Nothing was touched there. We just got two screws for the front piece. Oh.